Hello, this is my audience of 5 behind me. Including the camera person. Today I will be informing you on the rules of football. All this information I got is from Greg Spurlock, the athletic trainer for the Tennessee Titans. Every football field is 120 yards long. As you can see, at the end of each football field is an end zone, which is 10 yards long. The middle line in the football field is the 50-yard line, and that is what it's called. It marks the middle. And at the end of each football field are 2 yellow, they're generally yellow, goalposts, where you'll see later in the presentation is where you kick the football. Teams with the most point at the end of the game wins. I hope everybody would know that. Each game is 60 minutes long, there are 4 quarters, and there are 15 minutes in each quarter. When I say clock can run or stop, what I mean by that is, let's say the running back runs the football and gets tackled, the clock will continue to roll because it was a running play. However, if the quarterback was to pass the ball and the ball be knocked down and nothing progressed, then the clock would stop. And then stepping outside the lines of the football field is counted as out of bounds. For the players on the field, each team is allowed to have 11 players on the field, and at the start of each snap, when the play begins, every player on each team has to start on their side of the ball. And after the play is over, each team can substitute players into the game for players they want to take out. Talking about the offense, we have the position of quarterback, running back, wide receivers, tight end, and the offensive lineman. And I've listed over here the exact position of the offensive lineman with the left tackle, which is on the left end, the left guard, which would be the next, center, right guard, and right tackle. You would have 5 linemen. The tight end lines up on either side, left or right, of the offensive line, which is those 5. The wide receivers then line up on the opposite sides again of them, and then the running back and quarterback are standing generally behind the offensive line. On the counter side, with the defense, you have the linemen going against the offensive linemen, with the defensive ends on the left and right side, so the ends of the line, and the defensive tackles. There can be 1 or 2. I mean, to be honest, you can have as many as you want, but generally it's 1 or 2 in the middle, with linebackers behind them, where it would be your left, your right, and your middle. And then the defensive backs, where you have generally 2 cornerbacks guarding the wide receivers with a first safety and a strong safety behind the corners. Then you have special team players that are the kickers and the punters, and the returners that return the kicks of the kicker and the punter, and then the long snapper that will snap the ball to the punter. The team with the ball is the offense, and the team without the ball is the defense. As far as the downs go, each play you get 4 chances to go 10 yards. Every 10 yards, you get a new first down, meaning you have 4 tries to go those 10 yards. If you do not successfully go the 10 yards in your 4 attempts, it is a turnover on downs. Generally, if you haven't made it by your 3rd attempt and your 4th attempt comes up, they usually punt the ball. Some of the common terms in football is fumble, interception, turnover on downs, and safety. I just explained turnover on downs. A fumble is when a player with the ball is currently running and drops the ball. That is a fumble. An interception is when the quarterback throws the football and the defensive team catches the ball. That's an interception. Safety is when any player on the offense with the ball is in their own end zone and gets tackled in their end zone. It becomes a safety. The most common penalties are a false start, where on the offensive side, somebody moves beforehand, before the ball snapped, That's a false start. Offsides is where someone on the defense jumps across the line before the ball is snapped. That is called offsides. Holding is whenever either player on offense or defense holds another player, not allowing them to go anywhere. Holding. Pass interference is when a defensive player messes up an offensive player's attempt at a ball before the ball gets to them. A face mask can be offensive or defense, where the player grabs their face mask. Roughing the passer kicker is when you hit the passer, the quarterback, before they release the ball. And delay of game is whenever you do not snap the ball in the 30 seconds you are allotted. This is me informing you on the game of football.